top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Steps away. Into the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
They punted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals son. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Going for the big play. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Newton. Gets it out fast. Ripping through the defense. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Moving out of the pocket. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Illinois. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 13 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. His drive will open from the 15. The play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Graham. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Indiana, 7.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Beebe. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give. There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Staring at a 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Newton. It's complete on the right side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rides the back and leaves it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown Illini! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He's looking deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll run play action. On the move and looking deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Line is set on 3rd down. To the air, it's Newton. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying to beat him to the left. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Illinois now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Newton. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at
turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Touchdown, Illinois! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Mendoza. Swings it out to his running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions again.
Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Threads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Can't get him to the ground. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the...
Touchdown, Indiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And the extra point was good. Make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Fighting Illini with a 2nd down play here to open the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Got his man on the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed that.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Newton. Finds a man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Calls his own number. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Indiana, 21.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing